Welcome to the Windows channel, and this is the Tech News Update. We are Friday, May the 5th, 2017, and today in our Tech News Update we have Apple's Tim Cook that says that Apple is actually creating 2 million jobs in the United States, and it says that it will of course invest $1 billion in manufacturing. The thing is, the real number is that Apple only employs 80,000 people in the United States. And the 2 million number derives from the fact that apparently because of the App Store, some people are coding and everything surrounded that. They kind of say that there's 2 million jobs that are directly or indirectly supported by Apple with all of that. So, whatever number you want to find. I still see only 80,000 employees at Apple technically. But we could give a few for the coding and App Store and stuff. But interesting to see how they see the way that they employ people. Microsoft will hold an event on May 23rd in Shanghai, and it says that it will show the world what's next. Of course, we think that there are some hardware once again in this event. Kind of interesting, we've just had the EDU event, which was very interesting. There will be the, of course, build conference next week that we think there's going to be some more things announced, especially on Windows 10 side. And now, only 11 days later, there will be, of course, Microsoft Shanghai event. So lots of announcements out of Microsoft this month. Will be pretty much all concentrated this month, and maybe not much more this year. So it's going to be interesting to see what they announce at all of these events. And of course, we'll be giving a little roundup of anything that could be interesting here. Well, Qualcomm is asking the U.S. International Trade Commission to ban iPhone imports to the U.S. over royalty issues. Now, because there's kind of a war between Apple and Qualcomm. Apple says Qualcomm was unfair and that they paid way too many royalties. So they said, hey, I'm going to stop paying royalties now. And Qualcomm is, of course, very mad at this. So they want to try to use the U.S. International Trade Commission to ban the imports of iPhone as long as they don't get royalty payments from Apple. So whether this is going to work or not, I don't think it will, but this is a little war going on right now between Qualcomm and Apple. And by the way, Qualcomm is also having a little war with Samsung. So I think, two giants against it. I'm not sure Qualcomm will be the winner in the end. Well, Cortana has been offered on Android for a while now, but apparently Microsoft is working on a Samsung-specific version of Cortana that should come out later this year. So if you have a Samsung phone, like a Galaxy S7, S8, apparently we will eventually be able to download and get a special Samsung edition of Cortana. And I wouldn't be surprised this is also because of the fact that we know that Microsoft wants to sell in store a Microsoft flavored Samsung Galaxy S8, S8 Plus. So maybe all of that is tied together. Well, it's kind of a little weird, Microsoft told us back in September, a long time ago now, that there were 400 million devices running Windows 10. Now they've of course said, yeah, 400 million, devices. They've added a new number, which is 300 million daily users. But we don't have really an update to that original number, and we're all waiting for build because we think maybe they will announce a number. But it's kind of interesting to see that they aren't really releasing a lot of information for these numbers. So we're kind of wondering, is Windows 10 stalling or not? We kind of want to know. So they also say that it's the fastest growing Windows version ever for Microsoft. Okay, well, we'll see what's happening with all of that, but we're wondering, is there something new here? Microsoft Edge, apparently internally at Microsoft, is being tested as a separate browser from the system. And of course, we know that in Redstone 3, there will be some separation between Edge and the system itself. But now we learn a little more. Apparently, the way that they do it will also be malware proof. And that's why they're testing a very, very unique sandboxed version of Microsoft Edge that would prevent any infection through the browser to the rest of Windows. So that's going to be interesting to see if they can pull it off, but I'm not sure they can. And finally, is the UK and the European Union going completely nuts with Kodi? That's what we're wondering right now, because all sorts of reports, all sorts of things. Now they're getting into the, oh, if you have Kodi and have all these plugins that enable bad content to be downloaded, you could have some jail terms and really big fines. And okay, look at that. Okay, I mean, you can watch content illegally with pretty much anything, even your PC. What are you going to do, ban everything? You know, it's that little thing here where I think law and the companies that make this media and the way that we can consume our media, everybody's got it wrong. And they instead of like going after the problems they have personally, they go against users and against software. So of course, yes, Kodi itself is just a piece of software, and it's just a piece of, you know, a media player. It doesn't do bad things, but you can have plugins that have it do bad things. And I think we're hitting on the wrong side here. I mean, you can do bad things with a PC. Are you going to start banning PCs? I don't think so. So I don't know. It's I don't know, somebody's going crazy there. I can tell you that. So this was the Tech News Update for Friday, May the 5th, 2017. You enjoy our videos, our shows, our live shows, please consider a PayPal donation at the Yahoo email you see here, or become a patron at patreon.com/radioandcomputers. It's going to help us, of course, continue in what we are already doing, and hopefully you enjoy our shows. If you do, please subscribe, give us thumbs up, and thank you for watching.